from the Palace of Dreams, the Field House at Lake Orion High School, where the NFHS Network and ONTV are proud to present Varsity Boys Basketball opening night.
Opening night, baby.
The Lake Orion Dragons and the Oxford Wildcats. I'm Ryan Bunn. Joined alongside me is my partner, the Vanilla Gorilla, Zach Hayes. Zach, how are we doing that?
We are doing fantastic. Tonight is a great night for Dragons basketball, and everybody in the stadium is looking very much forward to this game. I mean, Oxford wants revenge. They got swept last year by the Dragons, and they want to come back. And I don't know how they're going to do it. That's for us to decide later on.
You know, it is. Dragons won both home and away, like they did last year. They'll do the same thing this year. They play now, and they play again at the very end of the season. Dragons, of course, going to want to keep that win streak going. Oxford, like you said, looking for the revenge, looking for the comeback win. Wildcats record 14-10 last year. Dragons 12-12. So Oxford had a better record. Dragons worse record. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, obviously they're in different leagues. Oxford's in the OAA Blue, so it's a little bit different competition that they're going to be end up facing. But honestly, they're going to use that to their advantage, and we are definitely going to see some physicality tonight with Oxford coming after Lake Orion. I think it's going to go both ways.
Yeah, it is. Now we got starting lineups for both the Dragons and the Wildcats. For the Lake Orion Dragons, number 0, we got Gabe Scott. Number 1, Quay Fly. Number 3, Ethan Sharkey. Number 21, Zach Price Parks. And number 23, sophomore Ryan Rushlow.
And on the Oxford side of the ball, we have number 1, Luke Stoffen. Number 4, Jake Champagne. Number 5, Nolan Mauser. Number 22, Jay Cady. And number 24, Drew Cady.
Now, Cady twins. Both incredible athletes. 4 sport athletes. You kidding me?
That's incredible.
Oh, my God. 2 of them. 4.5-star, 5-star kicker and punter for football. That's what they're going to go to college for.
And they're out here playing basketball, man.
Yep, basketball, football, soccer, who I've played against them with, and baseball. Now the Dragons, they got the ball off the tip. It's Gabe Scott. Pass to Price Parks. Turnover, Dragons, Oxford basketball out of bounds.
And that's just first drive jitters. I mean, first possession, and that's going to happen sometimes on the first run. You know, Gabe Scott, they're going to use him as their little nimble, try to get around the defense a little bit. You know what I mean? They're already pushing him up front, so they're going to go hard on defense.
Gabe Scott, one of the shorter guys, but he is taking over for Nate.
Oh, wow.
And there's Zach Parks with the steal. He's driving. Gabe Scott puts it up. No good, and it's a foul.
It is the second possession of the game, Ryan, and we are already seeing a lot of physicality down there in the paint. And, I mean, this is, what, 40 seconds in? This is going to be one heck of a night.
Yeah, that foul was on Ryan Rushlow over the back on the rebound. Oxford fans letting them hear it. Already with the "you can't do that" chant.
And Oxford has a pretty solid student section for being on the road today.
They do. Rivaling Lake Orion. And here's the first shot. Put up. No good. Rebound Mauser. Tries to keep it in. They cannot. Out of bounds. Lake Orion Dragons basketball. And it's Ethan Sharkey for the baseline out of bounds.
And look, Oxford's already returning the favor. Gabe Scott is covered by number 1, Luke Stoffen, already. And now they're going to try to get up the court. We're going to see what they're going to try to do here.
Gabe Scott taking his time. Here's Quay Fly. Now Rushlow.
And you see Quay Fly with that big height. They're going to try to use him as much as they can down in the paint. Look, he's already trying to go towards it.
Yeah, he was a returning starter. He was an all-OAA mention. And there's Rushlow with the bucket. First one of the game for the Dragons.
And you see Rushlow, dude, just absolutely trying to deke him out, trying something new. And I'm wondering if that's going to be a pattern we see tonight.
And Rushlow also played football. I'm sure he gained a lot of strength, which he just showed up there. There's the 3. Stoffen that was number 4, Jake Champagne. He's the star of the team, averaging 18.5 points per game last year. Now here's Sharkey.
Over to Sharkey. You're going to see him stay on the three-point line, and another miscommunication from the Dragons offense.
Like you're saying, Zach, that's the jitters getting to the Dragons, and it's another out-of-bounds ball for the Wildcats.
And like we said at the start, those Oxford student section is letting them hear it. They are loud tonight.
Well, is Oxford student section bigger than Lake Orion's, Zach?
It's real close. I mean, we're a little bit scattered, but
I feel like Lake Orion's is a bit more scattered across. For Oxford, nice tight comeback.
They're doing all they can to run away with this win.
Stoffen now. Here's Jay Cady, the older of the 2 Cadys. And it's a foul on Quay Fly, his first of the night.
And you see Cady is not happy with that call. Just the whole situation he was not happy with.
Yeah. Like we said,
Oxford ball inbounding.
Yeah. Two Katie brothers, they are focal points of this team. There's Drew to Jay. Brother connection. And here's a three by Champagne. No good. Rebound by Parks, and now he's driving.
Parks driving all the way, and look, Oxford wasn't even all the way there. Fly from three.
Fly lets it fly, won't go. Rebound, Stoffen.
And you look at them, they're already still pushing. They're still trying to press the offense from Oxford.
Champagne back to Stoffen.
And now you see Fly trying to stop that three-point shot that they've already shot out twice.
Crossover, great defense. Quay Fly, that's what he's been known for, is his defense. Last year was impeccable. Rushlow, it's a charge on Ryan Rushlow. That's his second foul of the evening.
And as Lake Orion, that's just not what you want to see this early on. We're a couple minutes in here, and that's not what the coaches want.
No. Now checking into the game for Rushlow, who's got into foul trouble early. That's number 5. That's Hayden Armstrong, a senior. Hopefully can add a little veteran experience.
Wow, very physical up at the half court.
Gabe Scott showing that great defense, and now he gets a foul.
Yep.
Still 2-0, 5:22 to go in the first. Not much scoring, lots of physicality. You could tell it's a rivalry game.
Oh, absolutely. And you see the charging on Gabe Scott. I mean, he's been on varsity for a couple years now. He's not new to this. He wants Oxford as much as they want them. And they are just going real hard. And it's a low-scoring game already. 2-zip. Lake Orion with 5:15 to go. So
Champagne looking to make a move on Parks. Can't do much, and it's a travel. Lake Orion basketball.
Lake Orion's going to take it again. That's Parks inbounding.
Now Parks coming in. It's his first year at Lake Orion. Was at Brandon High School before this. And boy, he is a superstar.
He looks very promising, and I think Coach Andradas is very happy with his pickup.
Spoke to Zach before the game. He said 15. That's what he's going for. I'm sure he's going to hope for any buckets whatsoever. And hopefully he can help the Dragons win this one. Here's Sharkey, the sharpshooter. Won't go though. Rebound Mauser. And now Oxford has it. Stepped out of bounds, Lake Orion basketball.
And you see Champagne just barely getting out of bounds, but that's just enough. And Lake Orion is still hard pressing on defense, trying so hard to get Oxford to make physical mistakes, and they're starting to succeed. It is still 2-zip.
Both teams pressing, and here's a half-court press by the Wildcats. Gabe Scott makes his move, dishes to Sharkey. In the corner, he's got it.
There he is.
Big time bucket. That's the first 3 of the season and the game for the Lake Orion Dragons. Ethan Sharkey, the sharpshooter.
Now that is what we are used to seeing out of him. He has been lights out from the three-point line for his entirety time here at Lake Orion, and I think we're going to see a lot of that tonight.
There's Stoffer. But yeah, Sharkey came off the bench last year, but when he came on, he hit threes, and he hit them in big moments. There's Stoffer, puts it up, no good, and that's a rebound. Quay Fly. Like we said, the physicality that he brings to this team is incredible. There's another 3. That one won't go. He looks like 1 for 3 from 3.
And they wasted 0 time. Fly just hucking the ball all the way down here to Sharkey. And that's Lake Orion just trying to be very aggressive. They're trying to hit fast and hit hard and hit first, which they've successfully done here.
They have. Here's Drew Cady. Looking for anyone. Here's Champagne. Oxford yet to make a substitution. Champagne spinning, puts it up, puts it in, and that's Oxford's first bucket of the year.
Oxford's on the board, 5-2, with 3.5 left to go here in the first period. And now Oxford, we're going to wonder, is that 1 point, that one shot, going to just start rolling the momentum for Oxford?
Here's Quay Fly. Hits it to Sharkey. Here's an open 3. He puts it up and in.
There he is, like I said.
Sharkey.
Like I said, we're going to be seeing him all night if he stays healthy this game.
50% from 3, 2 for 4 tonight. Now here's Stoffer. Here's Champagne. Thought about the 3. Now he's got Parks on him. That's a tough matchup. Got a big dude on your best scorer.
And that's just height on a height, and that's what Lake Orion is trying to do.
Nice move, and it's going to be a foul. Looks like that one's on Gabe Scott, and it will be Stoffer headed to the line.
Yep, and I think both teams are going to end up trying to be they're trying to capitalize on all the fouls that they can get. Any physical mistakes, especially any mental errors. And you can see Lake Orion student section letting them have it today.
Stoffen gets the first one to drop from the charity stripe. And incoming is number 4. That's Nick Galbin. Another guy, him and Gabe Scott freshman year, sort of playing that 5-quarter rule position. And now, last year, both bench players. Now, Gabe Scott, of course, the starter. Nick Galvin, his backup. Both are going to get significant minutes this season.
Yep, he's already here in the first period, so Coach Andradas is really having faith in him.
Misses the second one. Rebound by Parks. Now here's Galvin moving it up. Armstrong makes his move. Finds Sharkey. Here's another three. It goes! Banks is open.
That is the third three from Sharkey, and it is not even the end of the first period yet. That is incredible shooting from Lake Orion, and they are very happy with that.
And they're going to need him to keep it up. And now here's Champagne off the front iron, and it's rebound by Parks. A tall man in the middle.
And we've already seen Parks is in the paint every opportunity he can. Wow, big time foul from number 24, Drew Cady.
That was a big foul on Drew Cady, the junior, on Parks.
And again, this comes back to the physicality we were talking about earlier. This is just an incredible, gritty, tough match. And we're already seeing that. We got 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first period, and it is already getting rough down there.
Now that was Oxford, just their first foul. The Dragons have 5, and there's Galvin, no good. Sharkey with the rebound. Great work, not just from the outside, but he can go to work in the middle too.
Yep, and you see him continuing to move over into that left wing, trying to get in the corner to get another corner three every opportunity he can.
And that's his spot anywhere from three, really, but corner three, we've seen him a lot tonight. Galvin, no good, but that's going to be out of bounds on Cady. Checking back into the game for the Wildcats is number 5, Nolan Mauser, a guy who I've run into a bit on the soccer field. He's the goalkeeper for the Oxford Wildcats, and he made third team All-State as a goalkeeper for the Wildcats.
Yep, and you see Lake Orion switching it up. Instead of having Parks toss it in, they're going with Sharkey. They're trying to throw Oxford off guard, trying to mix match the height matchups, trying to get everything they can, try to capitalize on there.
Here's Parks, no good, but a foul on the shot. He's hoping for his first bucket as a Lake Orion Dragon.
And honestly, I'm not surprised if we see it right here. We talked about Parks earlier. He is very hyped up. He is coming in with a bang. He's already getting starting position, and I think we're going to expect to see a lot out of him.
Now, we also see him a lot because he is in our sports broadcasting class, Zach is, hoping to make an impact both on the court, maybe also behind the scenes, too.
Yep, and college love to see that a well-rounded person, especially him.
And that's the first one. It goes. That is Parks' first bucket. First point is a Dragon. Champagne hoping to check in. We also got MJ Long, number 10 for the Dragons. He's in the game as well. You may remember him last year from that buzzer beater late in the season from about the OAA logo. A wild moment and a big win for the Dragons and a big moment for him as a young kid.
Yep, and you know that's in the back of his mind, remembering last season. I mean, this is a massive game for both teams. None of them want to go home 0-1, and they're both coming in here with the mindset that they're leaving with a dub in the column.
Parks, no good. Student section lets them hear it. Now here's Stoffen. Taking his time.
Someone from Oxford ought to keep your eye on in the paint. Number 3, Jake Champagne. Trey George. He's in the paint all the time right now.
Loris puts it up and in. He's got a bucket now. Number 15, Jacoby Loris.
That's a huge bucket for Orion. They're just continuing to roll the points onto Oxford right now.
Now Loris and Price Parks, they both got the pink sneakers. Both of them doing pretty good so far. Couple misses there, and now here's Loris again. Puts a move on. Here's MJ for 3. No good. Rebound, Champagne.
Not quite, but he was in the zip code of that basket. He was close.
He was. 40 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yep, and we're seeing a very physical game already, as we mentioned before. 36 seconds left, and Oxford is trying their absolute hardest to break down that Dragons defense and just make it into the basket.
Champagne, the 3, won't go. Still looking for his groove, and now here's Parks, who's played just about every minute of the first quarter. MJ, pull up J, no good. Rebound, Stoffen. Stoffen again with it. Making his move. 2 seconds. 1 second. Here's George. Shot won't go. It's an air ball. Lake Orion Dragons lead 14-3 at the end of the first quarter.
Yep, and we're going to keep seeing that, Ryan. But meanwhile, stay up to date with Dragon Broadcasting on social media. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Visit our website at www.dragonbroadcasting.org and drop us an email at dragonbroadcasting@lok12.org. We welcome your feedback.
Zach, first quarter over. What are your thoughts?
And it's getting real. I mean, we've seen Sharky with 3 threes already. He is just lighting it up out there. He's coming just straight into the game. He is not holding back one bit, and he's coming off high.
No, we know, like we said, it's a rivalry game. 14-3, keeping Oxford at just 3 points. That is incredible start for the Lake Orion Dragons.
We're seeing number 20, Joey Nearing, with a lot of rebounds. We're seeing him in the paint constantly, and I wonder if he's going to end up being a big-time playmaker in this game, just trying to get that ball over back into Dragons territory.
Yeah, we've seen Parks, a lot of rebounds in the paint. Quay Fly doing a really good job. For Oxford, we've seen Nolan Mauser getting in there, and of course the Cadies, 2 big physical guys working in the post.
And we've seen they're not afraid to get physical with this Lake Orion team, not one bit.
We saw that big foul by Drew Cady. Hoping to ease up a little bit, I'm sure. That was a hard one. Don't want too many more of those.
They cannot afford to foul them out right now. They cannot afford it.
Fouls reset for the quarter as we have a new rule change this year. Each quarter, fouls reset. 5 fouls puts you right into the double bonus. There's no more 1-and-1s in high school ball. It's just like the NBA. Not so much like the men's college basketball game.
Yep, and they're starting to standardize that across all leagues right now. So I like what they're doing, trying to make it the same across all levels.
That's what you want. Consistency is key. Now we've got Trey George on the inbound pass. Dragons keeping it tight. Now he's got Champagne with Loris on him.
There's Champagne from the top of the key, really trying to just make his way in there, find a hole in the Dragons defense to get in there.
Here's the shot by Champagne. Again, a miss. Rebound.
Wow. Wow, it is getting real in the paint. Quay Fly straight in the middle of it. He comes up with the ball.
Yeah, that's a physicality. That's the rivalry we've been looking at.
Yep, and it looks like he's getting a little talkative from the ref.
And it's
no hard feelings, though.
Jump ball, Dragon basketball. Great work there by Quay Fly again in the post.
Not afraid to sacrifice his body. He was on the ground for as long as he needed to get that ball and come up away with it.
We got Galvin taking it up the court. Scott still on the bench. Quay Fly. That one is a foul. A little push. That's on 33. That is Jonah Lundberg.
Yep, forward, junior. I mean, we've seen the majority of this Oxford roster is juniors with only 2 seniors on the entire team.
Yep, whole ton of juniors, 2 seniors, no sophomores, no freshmen. Fly almost lost it, puts it up and in, and a foul. Quay Fly.
Big-time shot from Quay Fly, getting straight in their face. He had hands hit him in the face the entire time, and he still managed to put that ball up there.
Physically tough. That is Quay Fly's game. Defense, toughness, getting gritty in the post.
And I don't know if anybody can beat him in the paint right now. He is roughing it up. He is stirring the pot, and he is not afraid to get real with this Oxford defense.
He is dominating and hoping to convert the and one from the charity stripe. Puts it up, won't fall. That's a rebound for Champagne, taking it up the court.
Yep, and we've seen him doing that a lot this game. I wonder if Oxford's trying to work that into their offensive strategy.
There's George. Just Stoffen. Champagne at the wing. From the free throw line. Puts it up and in. There's the bucket he's been waiting for.
And I know Oxford's been looking for that for a couple minutes now. They needed that.
Yeah, any type of momentum to get them back in this game.
Trying to slow Lake Orion's roll right now. That's what they're trying to do.
Galvin says no, puts it up and in. No roll is being slowed, says Nick Galvin.
Nope, not one bit. And he was jumping around, weaving and bobbing, putting that right up for 2.
Now we got Champagne again. The offense runs through both him and Stoffen, 2 OAA blue team or players last season.
Yep, and they have a lot of talent. They're very physical, very athletic. Number 3 from the pocket.
George, no good from corner 3. And we got a foul. That one's on Loris. pushed on him.
Yep, and that was like a foul from Jacoby Loris.
Now we got Zach Parks checking back into the game. Both him and Quay Fly, if they can work together, they are going to be dominant forces in the paint.
Absolutely, and we've already seen it in the first period. And
there's a steal!
Oh, wow,
Parks.
big time steal for Parks.
Puts it up and in. There's a bucket. Ethan Sharkey, he doesn't just hit threes, he also hits points in the paint. And Bryce Parks is hyped up for his teammate.
Yep, tacked that on the board as looks like Oxford calling a full timeout. Give us one moment here. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. 1, you got fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person as well. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website.
Now the Dragons up 20-5, a 15-point lead. We knew the Dragons may be the better team heading into this one, but by this much, I don't know.
It's showing to be a real. Orion's running away with it right now. We got 20-5 with 6 minutes left in the second period, and we've seen a lot of Oxford rebounds as well as the big-time players for Lake Orion. I mean, we've seen Quay Fly getting in there, Ethan Sharkey a little bit, Zach Parks with 5 rebounds. He is not afraid to get physical. Him and Quay Fly are unstoppable in the paint right now.
2 big boys in the paint going to work. Ethan Sharkey, he's got the scoring, 11 of 20 for the Dragons.
And he's still able to go inside and make a difference down there.
And we saw right there, right before the timeout from Oxford. And now we got Stoffen hoping to get some mojo back for the Cats. Now something we've seen from the Dragons sideline is cheerleaders. We got cheerleaders now on the basketball court, and there's a steal, Quay Fly, and he gets the ball too.
That is Dragons basketball. I mean, this is big. They're just moving right along. They're not afraid to get physical, not afraid to just put a hand on it, see what happens.
Quay Fly, Zach Parks, Ethan Sharkey, the 3 big names in this game right now.
Oxford student section letting him hear it over to Parks. Going up with it, and that's 2.
Oh my goodness. Zachary Parks.
Once he gets in there, he's not coming out without something.
He's a big boy, but he was slithering in the paint on that one. Agile.
Not afraid to get slim.
Now Stoffen trying to get something for the Wildcats. Champagne, that's their 2 men that they like to run through.
Parks on him.
Another miss. Loris can't get the rebound. He does.
Loris ends up with it. There you go.
He's putting in the work in the paint too. And now Parks taking it up the court. Loris back to Parks.
And we see Galvin moving behind them a lot. He is moving quick, moving fast, trying to catch this defense off guard. And he's successful at doing it so far tonight.
Nice little hop step, puts it up. No good and no foul. It's Mauser on the rebound. Safe hands from the goalkeeper.
No foul called, and he wanted it from 3.
Drew Cady, no good. Rebound Champagne. Taking his time now. 4:30 and a half. Here's Stoffen. That's the 3. Won't go. Rebound. Bryce Parks. Zach cooking in the paint.
Yep, and he's continuing to just keep moving. Fly from 3. There he is.
Fly.
Look at that.
Way Fly. Lets it fly from deep. Big time bucket. Dragons up 20.
Up 20, second period, 4:10 to go. This is what they wanted to see coming into this. They want to start the season off hot, and they're doing it.
Champagne, and it's a travel. Quay Fly and Zach Parks converge on him, causes the travel. Great defense from the Dragons.
And that's what they want to continue to see. They got Parks inbounding it again. They're going to go back to what works, stay what they had in the first period.
Gabe Scott coming into the game now. 4 minutes to go, and now here's Ethan Sharkey. Here's MJ Long. Long to Fly. Here's Bryce Parks. Here's Sharkey from deep. It's good!
He was back there. That was not just at the line. That was not barely at the line. He
from
was
Oakview
out
Middle
there.
School.
And that's a full timeout from Oxford.
Another timeout. Drags are rolling.
They are not afraid to do that, and we've seen it so far tonight. Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for students. It's all on the health and safety page of the MHSAA.com.
28-5. Wow. Ethan Sharkey playing out of his mind
From three. My gosh. I mean, he's got 4 threes and then pushing up the basket and getting a 2. That is something that you would love to see if you're Coach Andradas right now.
Yeah, we keep saying it time and again, but it is those 3 guys. Bryce Parks, we're seeing Quay Fly, and we're seeing Ethan Sharkey. Let it rip.
And you're seeing the rest of the Orion squad. I mean, Gabe Scott, you got MJ Long, Lewis, you're seeing all those guys moving the ball around quickly, doing their best to get whoever needs to get the ball, they're doing it. We're seeing a lot of Galvin at the top, half court, moving across the wing, moving behind the three-point line. He's not really their shooter right now, but he is able to move the ball quickly and kind of open up those gaps in the Oxford defense.
Yeah, you got the 3 main guys, but the rest of the team is playing out of their mind too, finding their spots, doing their role. Of course, Galvin and Scott, the 2 point guards on the team, going to work behind the scenes.
Absolutely. And there's Stoffen up again, pushing up court.
Now he's just looking for something to give his team momentum.
Trying to find a weakness. There's one.
It's a foul. That one's on Quay Fly. And that's what you got to worry about when you got a bunch of big physical guys, is foul trouble. You got to keep Quay Fly. We already saw Rushlow exit the game early because of foul trouble. He'll come back, I'm sure, in the second half. You got to be careful. Got to be careful.
I know, and they're going to have to keep being careful because they can't afford to get complacent, get patient, get too back on their heels, and then they can't afford to have Oxford come back because it can happen. We saw it in the JV game before this.
Now Luke Deagle is in for the Wildcats. That shot is no good. Rebound by Galvin, and it's Lake Orion basketball. Knocks it off Drew Katie's foot, and it's Drag's ball.
They were both going real hard for it, and Katie was real close, but just not close enough, apparently.
And the little guy, Nick Galvin, gets the rebound. You love to see it.
You see a guy that size, you don't think he's going to be a good basketball player. Man, is he proving you wrong.
He is quick, and he is physical. That is the Dragons' identity.
Absolutely, and we've seen it all night.
MJ back to Galvin. Nice little move. Wide open layup. Puts it up and in. Nick Galvin going to work.
And I'm seeing Oxford try something different. They are way more on the outside of the three-point line. They had only, I believe I saw one person down there in the paint, and that was just not, I mean, Galvin had a wide open lane to make that layup, and it was real easy for him.
Real easy. That's a turnover on the Wildcats again. That's number 11. That's Deagle. Referee does the cha-cha, calls him for the travel. Galvin again, and now Sharkey hoping to keep his hot streak going. Zach Parks. Top of the key. Quay Fly with big boy Jay Katie on him. Quay Fly can't get past the Katie. Sharkey again. Just tosses it up.
Wow.
Gets the foul, and it's a shooting foul too. That one's on number 24. That's Drew Katie.
Yep, one of the two brothers. We've seen them getting real physical. They're trying to do as much as they possibly can to get Lake Orion to stop that, rolling that momentum.
And Drew Katie, 4.5-star punter, all-state honorable mention defender for soccer. Again, 4-sport athlete like we said before. Now these two brothers, like we said, absolutely insane.
And they're showing with their athleticism as well.
They are. Of course, you had Jay Katie not letting Quay Fly just back him down.
Big toss.
MJ steps out of bounds. Oxford letting them know
that they're not able to run away with it easily.
No. Nolan Mauser inbound. Now we've got Champagne with it. Back to Nolan Mauser. Champagne again from the wing. Looks to make his move on Parks. Playing great defense. Puts it up. Nothing there, but it's off Zach Parks' knee. Wildcats basketball. 1:49 to go. 30-5. Up 25 points. Just absolutely no momentum whatsoever from the Wildcats.
No, I mean, they're going to come out at after half and try to change that, but it's going to be very hard to make up this lost ground.
There's the shot, no good again from George. It's Zach Parks. Now you got the Jake Cady on him, physical player, trying to stop the big men of the Dragons. Now Galvin with it.
Pushing up like he does usually.
Ooh, air ball there. No good. It is Wildcats ball.
And we're seeing the Wildcats trying something new. Interesting, real quick, the Wildcats have not converted a single three-point shot tonight. Not one. I've seen more than a couple shots. They haven't been able to turn over one.
Now the two student sessions fighting against each other. Now here's a shot. Again, like you said, no good from three. And now Zach Parks with a minute to go in the first half.
You see Galvin at half court really just trying to milk that clock, trying to just slow the game down, slow the pace down, get it on their level where they want it.
And I'm sure if you told Coach Jose Andradas that they'd be up by 25 points with holding Oxford at just 5 at the end of the first half, he'd be more than happy. Short, wow, my goodness! Wow! From way downtown, Ethan Sharkey.
5 threes for Ethan Sharkey before half. That is absolutely incredible to see, and I know Lake Orion is very happy with that.
Champagne puts it up.
Shut down by
Parks.
Bryce Parks. My gosh, he is just shutting it down out there. Mine.
Zach Parks. That's going to be a violation on him. 22.2 to go. Dragons up 33-5. Ethan Sharkey, he's a story of the first half. The sharpshooter, incredible.
Absolutely, he is just lights out from behind the three-point line. I think I've only seen one shot miss from back there. And I think there you saw with Parks just a little bit getting too eager. He wants to move the game real quick. They don't need to. There's 20 seconds left, second period, before they go take a chill at half. I mean, they're trying their best right now, but Oxford's just not able to keep up.
Now Stoffen trying to get a point before the break. 5 seconds to go. Puts it up to Champagne. Here's a three. No good. Way wide. Out of bounds. Lake Orion basketball. 1.3 to go in the first half.
Absolutely just shut down by Quay Fly. Not a chance. He didn't let that go anywhere near it.
Galvin puts it up. Wouldn't have counted anyway. And that is the score. 33-5. What a half. Now that's it for us from the first half. Throw it to a quick break, and we'll see you for second half action.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic students can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game. We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while maintaining a high level of respect for all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
I don't think anybody would care if I just stopped coming to school. None of the things that used to bring me joy anymore. Sometimes I wish I could just disappear. I wish I had somebody just to talk to.
My mental health matters.
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 My mental health matters. Our mental health matters.
Welcome back from halftime where the score is 33-5. Lake Orion Dragons lead. I'm back again. I'm Ryan Budd here with my good buddy Zach Hayes. Zach, what did you see in the first half?
Well, obviously we're seeing Lake Orion coming out hot in their home court. Rauchelo with 1 rebound, scoring 2 points. That's pretty solid, but look at the stats from the other guys, man. Sharkey, 17 points at halftime. 17. That is ridiculous. With almost all 3 points. He's 5 for 7 at the line.
He's incredible.
And we're starting the second half. You also got Parks, big-time defensive player, 8 rebounds and 3 points.
Yeah, Parks and Quayfly been big in the post for the Dragons. Of course, Sharkey out there. And now Rushlow back in the game. Haven't seen him since the first quarter, since that early foul trouble that he had. Looking good now. Now here's Katie.
You see Scott's back in as well.
Stoffin, it's a foul. And again, it's on Rushlow.
That's
not
what
even
we
a
wanted to see.
minute into the quarter, not even 30 seconds into the quarter. And he's already got another foul. That's foul number 3 for the young sophomore.
Yeah, and that's not what Andras wants to see, putting you back in at halftime. You got to make a better impression than that.
Now, Zach, if you are Oxford's head coach, Joe Fed, what are you saying to the team at halftime? What did you say?
I'm saying we need to lock it in because it is rough out there. Putting up 5 at halftime is not what they came in expecting. Like we said earlier, both teams want to come out of here 1-0. Nobody wants to make the walk of shame out of these doors going 0-1.
Steal by Champagne. Here's Drew Cady, and that is blocked by Ethan Sharkey in the paint.
And now not only does he have 17, but he's also starting to show that he can be a very heavily defensive player as well.
He's playing great all around. That is the Dragon way. Stolen by Quayfly.
Just about there. He's very physical. He is not giving him any room.
Oh, wow. Draw foul. That was on Drew Cady. They're saying no. Quayfly looks like he took a big hit.
Yeah, we saw Fly just got absolutely donked in the face. I don't know what happened there, but he just got whacked. Not call the foul, though.
No foul called, so it doesn't count. Here's Stoffin. Nice steal. That's Gabe Scott. Quayfly comes up with it. Here's Scott again. He's looking for points. Puts it up. No good, but he is fouled.
And that's what you want to see from that kind of drive out of Scott. He is small, nimble, fast. He is not afraid to go hard into the paint. And that's what he just did, and it came out on top for him.
And that was foul on number 4. That's Jake Champagne. 6:48 to go. Dragons looking to open the scoring in the second half.
They're looking to blow this game wide open. I think that's what they might just end up doing at this rate.
Quayfly looks like he's going to take a break. Maybe check on the nose, I think, is where he got hit.
Yeah, face area looks like the nose.
Of course, he's over there with the trainer. Scott, first one, no good. He's still looking for points. And it's Hayden Armstrong who checked in for him.
Yeah, but we saw Armstrong early in the game making a pretty good difference on defense. We've seen the entire Lake Orion roster doing real good on that side of the ball. So.
And that's Gabe Scott. He's got that one. Dragons up 34-5. Here's Stoffin.
We see Stoffin all game at the half court trying to push, trying to find a hole in the Dragons defense, and it has just not been there.
Mauser, nice move, puts it up, but like Oxford's night so far, just no good. Loose ball, Mauser comes up with it. Safe hands again from the keeper, and there's Champagne. He's got a bucket.
Yep. Oh, wow. Going out of bounds.
Great play there by Katie, showing off the soccer skills too. Kicking that one up to his hands, but it will stay with the Dragons.
Oxford student section letting them hear it after their first points of the half. First in a couple minutes of play time, and now I was expecting that Lake Orion not letting them get very far without the scoreboard chant.
Letting them hear it right back. And now here's Zach Parks. Student section's really getting into it here at the start of the half. Here's Armstrong.
Yep, we got both sides of the ball are packed with students right now. So honestly, I'm not surprised seeing what we've been seeing tonight.
Scott tried to find Parks, but it's a turnover. Here's Oxford. Where is the momentum? Can they find it?
Stoffin pushing up again like you've seen all game at the top of the key.
Champagne puts up the three. It's good. Oxford. Their first three of the night.
Now, if you're Coach Andrade, if you're Lake Orion, you need to get back down, locked down.
That's a foul on Parks. That one again, number 4. That's Champagne.
Now, don't get me wrong, Lake Orion has a very comfortable lead, but as we've seen in every sport, in every game, there's a possibility to come back. And right now, if I'm Lake Orion, we need to lock it back in, get the momentum back on our side, because we cannot let them come back and make the game close.
You know what they say, it's not over till the fat lady sings. Still tons of time, half of this quarter and another fourth quarter coming up. But Parks trying to put this one away. Galvin,
the slithery snake, trying to make it through there. Quite fly up.
No
Not
good.
quite.
Rushlow can't get the rebound. It's gotten by Drew Cady. Cady in to Stoffen. Now it's Nolan Mauser at the wing.
Trying to get past Sharkey. You don't know if he can.
Champagne with Rushlow on him. Rushlow, nice defensive work.
Real good defense by Lake Orion. They tried multiple screens. They're trying to get players shifted around, trying to see what they can do, and they're just not letting them.
I know he's tipped by Fry, but we'll stay with the Wildcats. Now, I know we said that there is time for an Oxford comeback, but Oxford's taking way too much time on this possession. You got to get buckets, and you got to get them pretty fast.
Yeah, they're taking a lot of time in between possessions. They're just not getting it done quickly and efficiently. They're getting it done at some points, as we've seen. They've already scored 5 points, as much as they did in the entire first half, already. That's a big
and one opportunity. That is Stoffen.
He's been mid-court all game. He's been trying to push towards Lake Orion, trying to break down the defense, and it just finally worked out for him.
Oxford, is this the momentum that they've been looking for? Gotta knock down a free throw here.
And Stoffen has 2 points so far. Has converted 1 for 3 free throws from the charity line, and there's 2.
It's that one to drop.
Already handing it over to Galvin. They're trying to get that slithery snake the ball. Different formation here off the bat from Lake Orion. They're trying something new.
Galvin dishes to Rushlow. Won't do much with it. Here's Parks for 3. No good. That's the first time that he's really let it fly this game.
Yup, and he was right zip code, not nearly close enough to catch that storm.
Here's a deep 3. No good from Stoffen.
It's Galvin again. They're giving him the chance to just push, get the ball close to the net, and that's what he is doing every time he gets that ball.
Galvin taking his time. Now the Dragons are without player manager, Caden Grafenreid. Of course, football banquet is tonight. It's also why Sam Blakely is not in the building for the Drags.
That's another foul.
That one's on one of the Cady brothers. Looks like it was Jay. 22, Jay Caden. 5-star kicker, all-region special teams, all-state defender for soccer, and of course, like we said, 4-sport athlete. Now Parks dishing it into Rushlow. Parks again, puts a nice move, puts it up, won't go, rebound Mauser, and it's going to be a foul. Looks like that one was on Parks.
Yeah, but that one's pretty obvious. That one's a pretty easy call.
Looks like the Dragons are going to take a timeout. Looks like a 30-second timeout.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of $32,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website.
Now Oxford finally getting some momentum. Lead cut down to 21. Still a big lead. Still comfortable, but not too comfortable.
It's comfortable enough, you know what I mean? They can put the guys out there that they want to put out there, but they need to start converting quick before they pull them back out, put the 5 out there that they need. Basically, whoever's going to get the job done at this point.
Yeah,
we've seen it so far. They're not afraid to swap them in and out. I mean, we saw Rochelo come out really early, and he just now got back in second half.
Dragons hoping to hang on to this lead. If they can keep, 15 to 20 point lead heading into the fourth quarter, it should be over. Like you said, you always wait. Expect the madness here in high school basketball. It always comes.
don't count your chickens before they hatch because they might not be there. You never know. And I think Lake Orion needs to use that to their advantage and just try to come back, really just get the momentum they had rolling.
Deep three. That's Champagne. It's good. Momentum switch, baby.
Champagne with the second three of the day, second three of the night for the Oxford Wildcats completely.
Sharkey is fouled.
Big time foul from Oxford.
That one is on Drew Katie, the younger of the brothers. Now he's got some tape on looks like his left forearm. Hopefully he didn't get too hurt in any altercations. He's had a few of them with Quay Fly and with Parks in the paint.
Yep, and the Katie brothers combined have a total of 5 fouls.
Oh, there's a mistake from Galvin can't get to it. Woo! Galvin fouls, though.
The slithery snake saves it right there.
Now I've got Stoffen heading to the free throw line.
Stoffen, stuff in the pocket.
3:16 to go in this one. 34-16. Stoffen looking to convert a couple of charity stripe tosses.
Yep, and this is not his first time to the charity stripe tonight. He's already had 3, now 4 opportunities. He is 2 for 4, 500 from the line. But I think they're looking for not quite there where they need it.
Hoping to make this one to turn it around.
Yep, there he goes, 3 for 5.
So Galvin saves a point from that foul, and now he's got the basketball.
Yep, and they're going to continue to give it to him because it works. They get that ball down the court. Here's Parks all the way up.
Euro one, but no good.
Oh, no good.
They're saying it's a blocking foul on the floor before the shot. So not a foul on the shot, but it will be Dragons basketball on that foul.
Yep, and that was a big time moment. He had a wide open lane coming from absolutely nowhere.
A beautiful Euro step there from Parks. But of course, foul on the floor, couldn't get it done.
Yeah, but they're going to continue to try a couple things new. They're keeping the baseline principles that they've had all game, but they're going to try to they're going to change a couple itty bitty things, see if they can find a little hole in the Oxford defense.
Now Lake Orion has the ball. They're in a bonus. Oxford has 5 fouls, and that shot won't go from Parks. Now even the referees are getting used to the addition of the rule where 5 fouls and you're heading to the free throw line. No single, no double bonus. So miscommunication on that one. Parks, both of them miss.
Yep, and there's another one, looks like.
It's a foul. That one is on Loris. Kobe Loris. That's his second foul on the night. And now both teams are in the bonus for this quarter.
And that's a big thing that they're not used to yet, but they're going to get real used to it right now.
Now Oxford has the lead cut in half. It's 34-17. And we've got Mr. 5-star kicker, Jay Cady, at the line. First one misses.
Not what they're looking for.
Now we talked about the Dragons missing a couple guys. Of course, KD, team manager Sam Blakely not here tonight. Now, the Oxford Wildcats without Gavin Nix. He's one of the 2 seniors that they have on this team, and a personal friend of mine. Really love the guy. Sadly, he's got a lower leg injury. It looks like it's an ankle. He's walking around with the boot. He's got the crutches. You'll see him on the sideline today. But still, heck of a teammate, trying to get his team some motivation to win.
Big time shot from long. That's not quite going to connect.
Mauser with the rebound, moving it up the court. Stoffen taking his time.
Stoffen from the top. We've seen this time and time again. That's where they get most of their points. They've already put up an additional 12 since the half.
Champagne, that 3 again doesn't fall. Stoffen thought about it, puts it up, won't go, but it's a foul on the shot. He's shooting 2 from the free throw line.
Yep, and now we're going to start to see that 5 foul rule start to really start kicking the team in the bum. This is where we can possibly see that making a real difference.
Yeah, that one was on MJ Long. He's got the foul there. And now Stoffen to the line. Another miss. Really inconsistent, or really consistently inconsistent from the free throw line. Again, shooting that 50% pace right now.
Yep, 60% of the time it works every time. Right now, it's just not connecting.
But he gets that one to fall. like we said, consistently inconsistent. Another trip to the line, which goes 50-50 for him.
Yep, now they're shooting 2, so we'll see.
Morris.
Whoa,
hey,
now.
Shot. And it's a travel on Parks. He's been doing really well defensively on the rebounds, but the offensive threat has not quite been there for the newcomer for the Drags.
Stoffel from the top once again.
Keeps Scott defending. Here's Katie. Champagne, he lets it fly off the front iron. Rebound, Scott into a triple team.
Wow.
The jump ball will go with the Dragons, though. They keep possession thanks to the possession arrow.
Big time physicality from both squads. That one got a little bit gritty. That one was you don't usually see that very often. 2 people trying to grab at one. Scott held on to it pretty well, and apparently he got out with that. So that's what they like to see.
Little guy keeps it thanks to the possession arrow. Great work there inside the paint. Now here's Parks to fly. Puts it up. No good. Rebound by
Looks like
Loris.
that's from Oxford.
And it's a foul on Oxford. That was number 21. That was Caden Smith finally seeing some minutes in this one.
Yep, he's seeing some minutes now. We're seeing Oxford trying to change it up. I mean, whatever they're doing is working. We've seen it already. They've scored over twice as much as they did in the first half. And that's a big time momentum change. Right now they kind of got Lake Orion leaning on their heels a little bit. They're not ready for it. They weren't ready for it out of half, but here they go.
Morris gets that one to fall. But yeah, Oxford 5 points in the first half. They've got 18 in this one. So 13 in the second half, 5 in the first. Looking to continue the scoring.
Yeah, they're continuing to just let the score roll. They're just trying to tack on more of that 35. And we can see it right here. We can see it.
Taramina's caught Champagne trying to check in too early. Didn't get on that red X. Taramina's always
there it is
on that one. And there's Loris, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. There's Parks showing the defensive effort. Won't get it, but tips it out.
And he's been big defensively all game. We're seeing it, no difference here in the second half, other than Oxford being a little bit more liquid.
Now Oxford calling a 30-second timeout with 1:52 to go in the quarter.
You too can be a referee. In fact, we need you out there to be a referee now more than ever. Nationally, there's a shortage of people willing to work these kids' games. And they are just kids after all. So if you love sports and kids, register today at mhsaa.com. And if you're unable to get out there, please respect the efforts of those who can.
Going off that, you got to respect the referees. It's really tough for them. I mean, a lot of scrutiny always falls on the referee. Whether or not they make a good call or a bad call, regardless, they're going to get hate. They're going to get garbage from all fans, parents, teams. It really sucks.
A little bit of everybody, and they're not always going to be respected. I mean, they should be. I mean, they're out there voluntarily. They're doing it for the enjoyment of the game, not necessarily for the pay. So I mean, you got to respect that they're out there. And good refs are not really respected as much as they should be. And I think we're starting to see, hopefully, a shift in that mindset as the years progress.
Yeah, dedicating their time to referee, show them the respect that they deserve. Oxford with the ball. There's Mauser at the wing.
That's Bennion moving the ball along. Comes back into the paint. That's Clay Fly with the ball. I think Fly's going to come up with it.
Looks like it's going to be a jump ball, though. So it will stay with Oxford thanks to the possession arrow. Down there right at the scorer's table in front of the Taraminas.
Yeah, but we saw Fly come down with the ball, but that just comes down again. Fly, very much a physical player, non-stop, all game he's getting in that paint. And we haven't seen him rest very much, have we?
No. Now Trey George inbounding. But yeah, Fly and Parks have been out there for almost every minute I've seen. That's going to be a foul.
Oxford inbounding. Sorry, Orion inbounding.
And we got free throws here. 0 for 2 on the call, but it's all right, Sam.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll get
game
there.
one. First
game one. Hey, we're knocking the rust off today.
Hey, players are rusty. Even the commentators, a little rusty. Champagne, not rusty from the free throw line.
Absolutely not. We've seen him starting to cook from that free throw line.
And he's going to be the guy to get them back into this one. Champagne gets them both to fall. And it's Rushlow on the inbound. Parks, Galvin. Moving the ball, Oxford with the press. Out of bounds, will stay with Lake Orion. Lake Orion ball. If Scott's pass tipped.
Yep, and here's Galvin at the top. We've seen him continuously the second half, really getting the ball, being that slithery snake that he is.
I think it's the first time. Oh, nice pass there.
That's a beautiful pass. Beautiful lineup. Not able to convert, though.
Just couldn't get it in. Ball's going around. Looks like.
Very physical.
Jump ball will stay with Lake Orion. Now, I think this is the first time we're seeing both Galvin and Gabe Scott on the court at the same time. That dynamic duo really rising through the ranks together. Hopefully that chemistry is there on the court.
Oh, and I believe it is. You're seeing both of them very same builds, very same play styles. They are both really quick, very agile. They're able to get underneath the other team, and they're doing that with Oxford right now. They're able to get on the other side. Galvin is wide open on the other side of the court right now. He's able to continue to do that, but it's Oxford ball.
Rushlow stepped out. But yeah, they truly are a true point guards player. Quick, nice passing, good ball movement. They can see the floor, and great defense. They've been doing a really good job at locking down Stoffen and really Jake Champagne too.
Yep, and you're seeing the specialization factor start to come in, right? Sharkey's on the bench right now. He specializes in those three-point shots. We're seeing Galvin and Scott both on the court at the same time. They're the same way. They're both specialized in that very quick, agile, strike-first, strike-fast play styles, and we're seeing that tonight.
Yeah, Andradas making the right moves, pushing those chess pieces
into place.
Exactly. Here's a three. It's Jordan. No good. Oxford stays with it.
Recovered by
Champagne. No good again. Mauser rises above the rest.
There's Fly again in the middle of it. Oh, and there's Galvin in there too. We're seeing him getting a little physical as well tonight.
Jump ball, so it will stay with Oxford. 17.1 to go in the third quarter, 36-20. Oxford making it a bit more of a game. Stoffen to inbound.
Yeah, and we went from 30, what was it, at half? 34 36 to 5.
There's a shot, no good. It was 30 to 5, I believe. Nice block, Quay Fly. Defensive effort. Really needed that stop. 5 seconds to go. Here's Galvin.
2 seconds.
Quay Fly from three. No good on that one. And that is the end of the third quarter. It's 36-20. Dragons lead in this one. Still plenty of time, 8 minutes to go in the game. Now, Zach, we've seen two great teams. Of course, last two times they met, sort of blowouts for the Dragons. Both times, Dragons scored 50 points. Oxford just held to about 30, 37, 32 for the two scores. Similar to this one. Dragons sort of pulled away early. Oxford clawing their way back like the Wildcats they are.
You know, I said it at the start of this half. Oxford, they have a comfortable lead on Oxford, Lake Orion does. And Oxford is not out of this. And we've seen that tonight. 36-20 going into the fourth period. Definitely a much closer game than it was. Not quite as high scoring as last year. Orion is looking to continue that streak, getting the third win in a row against Oxford. But, I mean, Oxford's not going to go down that fight, it looks like.
No, and of course we saw Coach Fed for the Wildcats talking to his guys. Must have given a pretty good halftime speech as Oxford putting up 15 points in just one quarter. That's pretty good.
Yep, definitely not easy, especially against this Lake Orion Dragons defense. And I think they're going to continue to try to keep doing that. But I don't know, man. Maybe Lake Orion comes out, lockdown defense. We'll see.
The Dragons might have just put too much on them in the first half. Wildcats might not be able to crawl their way back in this one. 36-20, 8 minutes to go in the quarter, in the game. And we got Zach Parks on the inbound.
And you see Galvin out there. Really, their Andradas coach is really utilizing Galvin right now as that slithery snake, like I've been saying all night. Really trying to get him out there, try to throw off the Oxford defense, get the big guys in time. And we see Sharkey in right now as well. We're probably going to see a couple more threes on him tonight.
Yeah, Sharkey didn't play a lot of the third quarter, maybe saving them in case they needed those threes late in the game.
Which is a very smart move, it looks like. There's Armstrong in as well, another tall, lengthy man.
Galvin couldn't get that one. Katie, nice steal.
Coverage
Parks puts it up, but he is fouled.
Oh, and he's not happy about that. He knows he had a real good shot at putting that one up.
I thought we were going to see the first Zach Parks slam dunk on that one.
I was waiting for it, but sadly we're going to have to wait. 7.5 left here in the fourth period, 36-20 Leghorn.
He is fouled. Got the cheerleaders in front of him. The basketball in his hands. And the rim in front of him as well.
Parks is now 2 for 5 from the line for the charity stripe tonight. So he's gonna hopefully try to make that 500 with this next free throw.
Not great, but can still turn it around with this one. And
there
he does.
Went from 1 for 4 to 3 for 6.
He does. Zach Parks trying to put up numbers that we know he can get.
And he knows it too, and so doesn't Jonas. That's why he's still out there.
Armstrong thought he had the block from behind, but no, it's going to be a foul, and it's going to send Drew Cady to the free throw line.
Yep, and Drew Cady has not scored, it looks like, tonight. So he has 1 rebound, a couple fouls on it, looks like 4 or 5. So, I mean, we're going to see if he can put it together from the charity stripe.
Junior misses the first one.
Remember, that is his first one of the night, so he's not quite out of there yet.
One more to come, 7:21 in the game. Down 18, gets it to go, puts the lead to 17.
There he is, 1 for 2 from the line. Orion moving the ball quickly, getting the ball down to the corner. Hayden Armstrong putting it back over to Galvin for 3. Not quite.
No good there. And it will be option ball, 7:09 to go. So we got Drew Cady to inbound.
Yep, and even though Drew Cady, the 24, hasn't been terribly on the board, on the score sheet tonight as far as scoring points goes, he is very physical. He's in the game. He's been in the game all game. And honestly, he's making a difference even though it doesn't show it.
Yeah, he's one of those effort players where you want him on your team. You hate to go against him. You love to have him. Physical, hard, tough basketball player.
And we said 4-sport athlete, very athletic as well. Not afraid to get in there.
Mauser puts it up, no good. But he forces the jump ball, so Oxford keeps it. Another example of safe hands from Oxford's goalkeeper.
A little bit of confusion here. Yep, there's Oxford. Throwing it in. That's going to be number 1, Stoffen. See Galvin jumping around right there in front of him, trying his best to get in the way of that.
Champagne puts it up, no good. Gets it again, blocked by Rushlow, but they say it's a foul on him. And that's number 4 on the sophomore.
And that is not looking good. That's not what Lake Orion wants to see. Not what Coach Andreas wants to see while he's out there. That looks like Rushlow's 4th foul of the night.
Yeah, he's getting close to getting kicked out of this one. And now he gets subbed off. And incoming again, Quay Fly. Hoping to keep the defensive effort up. Grabs up 38-21. Champagne hoping to put it to 22, and he does. Up 16, the Dragons are. Parks.
Oh, looks like a timeout from Lake Orion. 30-second timeout. As we've said before, we are very thankful this holiday season. Thanks to Orion Neighborhood Television and Dragon Broadcasting, you can watch LHS sports and events all year. That includes boys and girls basketball, hockey, wrestling, and cheerleading, plus an added concerts and ceremonies. It costs less than $11 a month to watch sporting events, and nearly half of the subscription money goes back to our LHS program. Tune in online at www.dragonbroadcasting.org.
And the Dragons just used their last 30-second timeout. Still 3 full timeouts left. Oxford, they're down to just 1 full and 1:30. So we'll see if it comes down to a tight game at the end. Lake Orion maybe has the advantage with that extra timeout to take a pause, take a break, get your play right, get your players right.
Yep, and I'd say that's not going to make big of a difference, but last season and already it's proven us wrong. I mean, we've seen plenty of time and time again a blowout turn into a really tight game. Now, is Oxford going to be bitten in the bum again by the lack of timeouts? I don't know. We're going to wait and see.
Here's Sharkey, the inbound. It's Galvin. Sharkey.
We are yet to see Sharkey from the three-point line this period.
And not too much offensive firepower from anyone this quarter.
Nope, looks like Lake Orion might just be taking the conservative route and just kind of trying to run the clock down, trying to play some good defense.
Don't want to be too conservative at any point in the game. Now here's Galvin.
Galvin in the corner.
Cuts it back. Sharkey. Try to make his move, couldn't get it. It's Galvin again. Galvin, the dribble, the drive. Beautiful Euro step and layup.
That is
good.
Textbook Euro step, textbook layup. Absolute beaut to watch.
Big time bucket. Nick Galvin needed that one. Seeing if momentum can swing the Dragons' way yet again.
Yep, the ball looks like it's starting to swing back this way. We got 40-22 with 5.5 left here in the fourth period. See if Lake Orion can run away with it.
Champagne won't get it to go. Gets the rebound though. Looks like Jay Cady was out of bounds before he could knock it off of Price Parks, and it will be Dragon basketball.
Yep, and that's another big time physicality, big in the moment style play from Lake Orion. I mean, they're not afraid to get in there. They're doing whatever it takes to get that ball back on their end.
5:28 to go. Galvin, Sharkey, Galvin again, Sharkey again. Again, taking the time while Oxford's playing that full court press. And it's going to be a travel on Parks. Looks like a double dribble on that one, maybe. Again, he's still got some jitters. It's his first game as a Dragon. First game in front of this crowd.
Yep, and we might be seeing some jitters here. I don't know for sure yet, but I'm not surprised that we're going to be seeing it. We are we're pretty far here in the fourth period. We're 5 minutes out from this being the end of the game, so I'm wondering if Lake Orion can start getting a little bit more comfortable, try to make some more shots on offense.
Dolphins tried to find his teammate. That one is out of bounds. Could not be corralled by Luke Deagle.
Not quite. We're seeing Sharkey passing this one in.
And Sharkey, a sharp shooter.
Instantly getting it over to Galvin, as per usual.
Nice dish by Parks. Armstrong wasn't on the same page as him. Armstrong tried it again, but he is fouled and heading to the free throw line. Just under 5 minutes to go in this one.
Yep, and you saw a miscommunication between Armstrong and Parks, but I mean, being able to turn that into a potential foul is a very, very big opportunity for Lake Orion. I mean, they were about to score nothing. They knew Oxford was about to get it, but they were able to turn it into a foul for them. And it looks like Armstrong's already put one up there. It's one for Lake Orion.
It's the first to fall. Hoping to go 2 for 2 on this trip to the line.
And here he goes again. And he is 2 for 2 from the charity stripe this go around.
Dragons regained that 20-point lead that they had in the game early in the first quarter, in the second quarter, of course. Now Oxford, can they get anything, or is it time to just let the game go? You got the loss.
Ooh. Wow, big hit from the floor. Oh, that's Gabe Scott. He's getting right back up. He's toughing it out, tough as nails. He's getting back in there.
Physicality from Jay Cady. He's not just a kicker on the football team. He's also a safety and a tight end. He's a big boy out there.
From three? No, sir. Galvin with the rebound.
Nice job by Galvin.
Wow, big time physical play from Drew Cady. That's not quite enough. He will not get to Galvin, and Galvin will put it up.
Puts it up, but he did travel.
Oh, just it's like it was barely a travel, but man, he was real close to getting that too. It's like Cady's passing this one in. We've seen him all game. That's over to number 1, Luke Stoffen. Run it down the court. We see Gabe Scott right in his face, trying his best. Shut it down. Out of the wing. No good.
Yeah, oh, nice job. Quayfly trying to steal it, and it's off Quayfly. Cady keeps it for his team's way.
That was we knew what he was doing there with that foul. There was no worries about it.
Dragons take their first full timeout of the game. Dragons lead 42-22, 4:01 left in the contest.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com.
Now, as we enter the end of the game, 4 minutes to go, we sort of have to take a look forward. Both of these teams, Oxford Wildcats, their next 3 games, they've got home versus Lapeer on December 1st. Then the 5th, they've got at Rochester Adams. That'll be a tough one. And then on the 8th, Birmingham Groves. For the Lake Orion Dragons, for their next 3 games, they've got December 1st at Rochester, the 5th, home versus Notre Dame Prep, and the 8th, they've got yet another rivalry match in their first 4 games. It's Clarkston on the road. That's a battle. Lake Orion against Clarkston. Always instant classics, a lot of bad blood, especially after the football season.
Especially right now after the last football game of the season for Lake Orion. I mean, man, they're going to want to beat them more than ever. That's rebounded by Long.
Loris, nice steal on the pass. He finds Fly to Parks. Nice bucket. Big time 3. Zach Parks.
Parks parking it right in the hoop. He's
45-22. 3:45 to go. Champaign cannot go.
And there's Parks again, down in the paint. Big time physicality.
Now he is wrestling, he is clapping, he is happy, he is mad right now. He knows what he's doing.
He's not afraid. I mean, that's something you want to see out of every player you ever coach. It's just somebody getting down and dirty and gritty and just really wrenching that ball to get it out of the way.
Now Dragons try to find Parks. He looks like he is hot right now.
And I'm not going to be surprised if you see some more physicality, maybe some bad blood between him and a couple of those Oxford guys.
Especially as you get towards the end of the game, things get chippy. Oxford's going to get frustrated, and they might just take it out on some Dragon players.
I'm not going to be surprised if you see that. Crosstown rivals is mentioned, so I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see.
Scott gets a hand on it, but no. Champaign puts up the midi. Nice bucket. Jake Champaign gets it to go. 45-24, 3 minutes. Count it, 3 minutes left in this one.
And look at that. Both the Slithery Snakes, the small-built guys, Galvin and Scott coming in from the back, really trying to, wow, big-time 3 from Fly in the corner 3.
Way Fly, yet another 3 for him. I think that's his second on the evening.
Yep, and those are all big. There's not a time in the game where those aren't big. And
Champaign!
Champaign with a 3. We haven't seen him much this game for scoring.
Matches Fly's 3 with one of his own. Galvin showing the pace, dishes it. Parks.
Scott from 3! Wow, just close. Man, that shot was on point. Missed that clay pigeon by just a bit.
Now here's Drew Cady. Dribble drive, puts it up, won't go. It's Parks, and he is fouled by Drew Cady. Zach Parks.
And you see him relaxing a little bit. He's kind of taking a step back. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's getting real physical down there. 48-27 Lake Orion, 4th period, 2:13 to go.
Now I think both teams are sort of figuring out that the game is over. Oxford bringing in number 12, that's Cole Hudson, and the Dragons, as you might have heard that cheer, bringing in, that is number 35, that's Stephen Butcher. The big man in the paint.
They're kind of stepping back, realizing, all right, let's go ahead and take our starters out, give them some rest time. Let's put in the guys, don't get as much playing time, see what they can do. Let's start scouting a little bit.
Get another Dragon getting ready to check in as well. That's Nearing, number 20.
Butcher instantly getting it.
We got foul on Oxford. That one was number 33. That's Jonah Lundberg.
Yep, Long's passing it.
Also coming in for the Dragons, that's number 12. That's Jamari Cooper, a football star.
That student section absolutely is eating it up right now.
They know the game's over. 1:52 left in the game. Both teams also know it. And now here's Butcher. Nearing. Cooper. All the new guys getting touches. Here's Joey Sykes, won't get that one.
Over. It's 11, Luke Deagle.
Deagle in the corner, nice move. And here's George, it's up. Ooh, in and out, but rebound won't go. Rebound again, another miss. It's MJ Long with it. Driving it up the court, 1:20 to go.
Yep, we see Long going straight in for it, not quite.
Good. Nearing saves it, Cooper with it.
Cooper in the back. Over to Long for three. Yes, sir, he drains that. Absolute beauty of a shot.
I don't think anyone was happier than Koi Fly on the bench. He was jumping for joy after that big three, MJ Long.
And you know, student section loves seeing them get some play time, but so do the other players.
That's an air ball by George. Now with Long again. It's Sykes. Cooper.
Cooper making a move on it.
Long up for the elbow. No good. It's a rebound. It's Trey George. 30 seconds ago. Here, lets it fly. In and out.
That was about as close as it gets from
Butcher with the rebound. MJ Long slowing it down. 20 seconds to go in this one. They're going to dribble out the clock. Maybe not.
Oh, they're pushing too. They're getting physical. They're not going down without a fight here.
Taking his time. Cooper.
Oh.
Thought about it, but decides to hold on to the ball. A little bit of gamesmanship, good sportsmanship. But Cooper puts it up. Won't go. Ball out of bounds, and it will be Wildcat ball. 4.5 to go. Dragons are up 51-27. This one is all but over. Student section is leaving.
And don't be confused. Oxford student section is absolutely gone right now. Lake Orion staying in to last second. That's a buzzer, and that is the game. 51-27 Lake Orion. Wow, Ryan.
Dragons hold on despite a good effort from the Wildcats to make it a game. That Dragons first half was way too dominant for the Wildcats in this one. Now, Zach, what are your thoughts on the game? You know, you saw it all. What do you think?
I mean, man, that got real close there at the end. Not close, but, you know, we started to see some Oxford momentum come back. And honestly, I think really what it came down to is Lake Orion came out hot first half. Non-stop offense, really locking it down on defense. 5 points in the first half given up from Lake Orion defense. That is unheard of at this level, the varsity level in boys basketball, especially here in the OAA. So that's a really big game changer. They're going to look back and think that was what we needed. That was it right there. And then we got hiccup. Third quarter, not necessarily what they wanted to see, but obviously fourth period comes around. They put in the people who don't get as much playing time. They run away with it. It's what they wanted to see.
Fourth quarter, nice and comfortable for the Dragons. They will head out next week against Rochester, and the next game that we will be broadcasting is at home, the 5th versus Notre Dame Prep. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me tonight. My friend Zach Hayes, myself, Ryan Bunn. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.